Okay. Alright. Ooh, let's get this show on the road. Oh, it's kind of stretching a little bit though. Alright. I'm also just putting it out there on social media. Was just doing that the past few minutes. Alright. One more post. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do it. So it looks like we were gonna do some arena. We're at level 35, and yeah, I think everyone should be a-okay, possibly, maybe, or kind of maybe. Yeah. They should be alright. Not sure about Johan though. But this is the best I'm gonna get, probably. Unless I could do it. I'll give him a little more defense. That way he can survive a little better. Alright, let's do it. Let's take a look at you. Oh, I was ready. Okay, so I already did rank C, so now we're on rank B. Awesome. Let's see what happens. Where we're gonna go with that. Oof. Okay. I think today will be a slightly shorter stream than usual. Currently, I'm dog sitting at the moment for a neighbor, so I gotta keep an eye on that, you know? Now I could pause all that with the stream, but I'd rather not have like the stream go, you know, stay paused long. Hopefully my little break only takes like 5-10 minutes. Okay, so these guys, technically we just want to get Krista's Saint underway. That's the most important thing. But we can still do our best to whittle them down and kind of bring down their HP so that when she passes Saint, we're done. So we use Wind Slash because Wind Slash is very useful for everything in the game. Why did Andreas have to go so hard on the music? What was he brewing that day? In the kitchen. Alright. We're gonna frost this guy up here because he's gonna take his nerd. Fancy say that? And Bolt doesn't really do much, but it will do, does it? Oh, nope, okay, they don't get stumped. Okay, that's an old thing then. So, because they actually resist Dark, we're actually not going to use Meteor Thrust. We're going to go for Demonic Edge. This guy should, yeah, he should be on the weaker side, so we'll have Johan get in there and finish it off. We could just have Krista use Saint 1. That'll be all good. So, with Aiden's turn coming up, oh, okay, actually that was very unlucky in my part. My plan was actually to let it live one turn longer, but I forgot. Krista is really good. So, what we'll do, oh yeah, oh no. I'm still only raising speed, aren't I? Oh my gosh. I hate myself. I literally hate myself right now for taking on this challenge of speed only. But the thing is, this is a worthy enough challenge for me. Not having my big attack boosts and magic boosts and all that, you know? I like just only piling into defense and, you know, offensive stats because it's pretty OP, at least in my opinion, from having played the game like 5 or so times. Like, I find I end battles much faster by just having more magic because I know the weakness of the enemy and all that stuff, but when I'm not outputting as much, it makes things a little harder. At least these yellow jackets, they'll actually be a lot easier to deal with because of my speed. That's the one advantage that we have for this right now. So I'm actually gonna throw a potion at Johan's face, let the glass shatter all over, and then heal the wounds caused by the glass. Joking. And what we're gonna do, well, we don't really need to do too much here. Okay, that was really lucky. Okay, we're gonna Wind Slash, because Wind Slash is... And basically, Krista's the star of this match right here. As well as Aiden. Inferno works okay as well. And now we don't have a choice. The guy on the bottom, he just used evasion up, so soon attack is gonna be very useless for Johan on this battle. So I'm just taking this moment to raise his MP. We'll have Aiden deal with... Wow, okay, the one on top is still attacking, which is good. I'm gonna keep going with Wind Slash. Aiden's going to use the, where is it? Wait, where's my antidotes? There they are. Let's get rid of it from Johan, because he has regen. So he's going to be fine. Poison has no effect on him. They don't really get stunned by anything, so... I mean, I could go with Flame. Flame has a slightly higher damage than Bolt. Yeah, he's pretty good. And now I used the evasion up, so we don't have much of a choice there. It's gonna be Aiden's turn again. Evasion should have worn off on the bottom Hornet, so I'm gonna actually have him attack. Ah, that's too bad. And Krista will be fine. We'll just Wind Slash again. Okay, good. So, this is where I change up the strategy. So, we have one left. He's gonna die in one hit. So, we're gonna take advantage of this, and you take her chance to defend. This is fine. That's okay. This just means we get to full heal Krista. Oh, right, actually, oh, and I'm playing on wait mode because I'm testing the fix that Cameron made. So, we'll use a rev. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna use a life tonic. And remember, using items while in the defensive stance maintains your defense. As you see, we didn't take much damage. I'm gonna attack with Aiden. He won't really get the... Oh, okay, that was lucky. I figured he wouldn't get a hit on the enemy, but he did, so that's cool. We're gonna defend with Krista. I'm preparing for the next round, in case you couldn't tell. Then she'll take very low damage. And then, I'll just use Flame. We're actually gonna maintain our MP. Yes, we're doing the slow way, but that's because since there's no recovery between battles, we're gonna defend, get a little HP back. Oh wait, I'm on his turn. Okay, and you know what? Might as well. Actually, no. Well, we could do just then you can finish it. Wind Slash is very, like, anything that is AoE is much stronger than the normal base magic. But with specifically Aiden and Johan, I want to keep their MP just a little bit above. And that's because of the final round. Yes, yes. The Black Knights. So, their weakness is mostly just holy. Not that it hurts to use magic on them. But as you see, if we attack, it's not really all that much damage. Only Johan's gonna really get the most out of attacking here because of his high attack power growth. We're actually gonna heal early. Because with their defense as low as it is, this is why I put the chain, or it was the chainmail on Johan, so that he can actually survive 2 hits, and Aiden can survive 2 hits. Aiden's not going to be surviving any hits, though, if we don't deal with that right away. He'll be fine with a potion. He has Regen, so he might be able to out-heal by the time they attack him. We're just going to keep Johan attacking. He does close to 100 damage, that's fine. And then Wind Slash as usual. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? We're gonna bubble Krista, because I know they can... If both of them attack Krista, she's done. There's no more Krista left if that happens. Let's see. For this, I'm gonna use Inferno. Yeah, see, it's like, even... Oh, come on. That's a little unlucky. In Johan's case... Yeah, I'll use a high potion. Damn. Very unlucky, but that's fine. They won't be able to take the turn until after Krista goes, so... Let's see. Oh! Hey, what's up, Sora? Haha, yeah. Thank you for joining. I'm just, constantly laying down full tips and all that. So I'm gonna actually, no, you know, I could do this without a power tonic. I already know I can. We're just gonna throw a potion to Johan. We're gonna use some healing aura to keep Aiden topped off, as well as Johan, put him back in a good position. Johan's fine attacking, as I've mentioned. His attack power is high enough that he gets around the same damage taken with magic. And then with Bubble, we don't need to worry about Krista taking damage on this one. But I am getting insanely unlucky. They are spamming the curse spell, which is a lot of fun. So I'm gonna do something kind of crazy. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really weird. But we should be able to get good damage with Electric Swirl. Yeah, that's really good, even for this point. And what I'm actually going to do, this is going to be really crazy. I don't need to actually heal Aiden anymore. Once I do this for the turn, I don't need to heal him at the moment. I could just do whatever I want now. So we're going to attack normally. Using Meteor Thrust with Aiden is kind of useless for this battle because they resist darkness. Then he can't die. He can't die. He's untouchable right now with Bubble. They can't do anything to him, so I'm not even gonna worry. I'm just gonna try... I'm gonna try Flame with Johan. Yeah, that's what I thought. But see, if they can't touch Krista, if Aiden's bubbled, they can't touch him either. But we're gonna use Demonic Edge instead of Meteor Thrust. Oh, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice, Milika. I'm so sorry, Milika. How are you doing? If you're still there. Yeah, the game is pretty interesting. Thank you for saying so. So next, I'm just gonna bubble Johan. We're gonna go for attack. Because as I said, his damage is high enough now that even his magic, you know, can keep up. Real, oh, what's up, Real? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a bit. Well, then again, that's my fault for not streaming, but I was letting myself detox. I played so, like, this is my 6th time playing Beloved Rapture because, you know, I was part of the development for the game, so Whew, I had to give myself a long break from it, but I feel a lot better now. So now that this shouldn't hurt him. Ah, I got through bubble. Okay. So his defense was just low enough for that to break through, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Nothing we can't solve with the revival stone. Okay, and then all we're gonna do is we were just waiting for this moment. We're just gonna cast Sync 2. Boom, big damage. Yeah, oh my gosh. Post-launch has been having us scratching our heads. Honestly, I am like on the side of, like with wait mode just being the problem that it is. Like it looks like it's working right now. It looks like it's working fine, but then again, wait mode is a very specific issue with having the same exact speed as the enemy you're fighting, which is very hard to end up with, but it can happen, right? Depending on where you're at in the game. But I'm honestly like thinking it should be removed or something. Active mode is almost no different. The only difference with active mode is you press a button on the character once it's their turn to stop time. That's it. But I'm honestly for removing it because like I see it as an issue. I don't know. That's my thoughts though. But even then, what was it? So far, I haven't been having issues. I've never run into an issue in a long time. I just think other people are just insanely lucky. I wouldn't say they're unlucky, just really lucky to be able to experience such a phenomenal glitch. I played the game on wait mode. Only had exactly. You see, you only ran into it once. It's incredibly rare. It's very, very rare because it's completely dependent on, you know, like how you level up the character, as well as how you, you know, like if you never touch speed, I feel like you are more likely to run into it. But that's as far as I've observed from someone who still always puts into speed, as opposed to like this is why on anyone's streams of anyone playing this game that I happen to be at, I always ask them, hey, how have you been leveling up these characters? Because that tells me if they ever run into the glitch, and I've asked them, hey, have you ever run into a glitch like this? It tells me exactly what needs to be done to produce the glitch the easiest. You could still level up speed every now and then and run into it because, oh, maybe that just happened to line up with a later chapter in the game where the enemy speeds are much higher. Yeah, this is where you first learn Dark Bolt from. Let's see. We should bubble Johan. He can survive. Oh, we're in a good position. We're in a very good position. Bubble Johan. As long as he doesn't get spin attacked, he's fine. I feel like it's likely to happen, though. But yeah, I'm just going through the Coliseum, and I'm also piling on top of that, what is it called? There we go. Now spin attack won't kill him. Are you kidding me? This has happened like more than 10 times this round. They're being so mean this time. Okay, fine. I'll just use Healing Aura. Like, I know I could have equipped something against this. I already knew it was coming. But I was like, I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm not gonna rely on it. Or I've seen a streamer do it too. Like, they did the final challenge without any diamond ring or anything, and it was really impressive, honestly. So I know everything can be beat. If you can beat that, you can beat anything in the game, in my opinion. Without diamond ring, it's 100% possible, because that's the most annoying battle for it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, 2 diamond rings and Aiden and Johan headcanon. Oh. That is so freaking adorable. I wouldn't be surprised if they had diamond rings after their journey was over. You know, they just those as their exchange ring. So right now I'm just building up some MPs. Well, that's fine. That's totally fine. We're just gonna use Saint 1. Okay. So we're almost there. They just have a lot of HP. That's all they're really, you know, good for. I'm actually gonna have Johann and Aiden defend this round. Because he can already take a turn, get a little HP back. I don't need to worry about him dying to any attack. Okay, so his MP should be high enough for me to essentially... Oh, actually with both of them. Okay, I could launch off 2 relatives. And then I'll just do a healing aura. Pop off everyone. Demonic Edge, because Meteor Thrust is resisted. It's, you know, it's dark element, so it's not really gonna do all that much. Well, dark plus 5. There we go. We did it. And Johann leveled up. But yeah, the challenge for me this time around is speed only. So I'm seeing these characters at their lowest attack power and their lowest magic power, and it is annoying the ever-living crap out of me, being such a weak little baby. Oh my goodness. And the lowest defense. I have not touched defense, except for maybe, like, I didn't go for speed only until I started chapter 2. I know I rose Johann's defense at least by like 10 in the beginning, but I know after that's been mostly speed. It helped I equip the diamond rings after the hot bath. Oh my gosh, yes. That is cute. That is so cute. Heck yeah. Alright. So let's we're gonna diamond ring for the next round, that's for sure. Wait, actually, oh, did I? Oh, I went with 2 Bastion tunics. Oh, I'm a genius. Okay, so I was really challenging myself this time. So actually, you know what? In that case, I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm trying something super crazy. Okay. I don't think I'm ready to do that. But I mean, Aiden did pretty good as is, but I'm gonna try. So this is something I first tried when I first played the game. I actually went with Bastion Tunic and Gohan to see just how that would work out. And you know, it wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna put it to the test again, because we've made every enemy chapter 4 and onwards a little harder. So I'm curious to see how that holds up. Did you have anything to do since the last game as the PM? So the main things I'm still kind of keeping in track with everything, feedback, all that kind of stuff, and I try to come up with like at least some solutions for you know, like how we could probably tackle certain things, what order, etc. And I kind of just find out where you know, where Cameron is with like programming, because I've like, in terms of prioritizing one glitcher over another, you know, there's certain things that might be more troubling for him to do. So it's mainly just like, yeah, like, if anything, the main thing I'm doing now is gameplay balancing. That's what's been going on for me. Just a sec though. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just needed a quick moment. But it's a little loud? Oh, shoot. Thanks. Good to know. Oh, yeah, I should have just noticed that the volume was peaking over 30. Okay, there we go. That should be a lot better. You know, I just wanted people to hear the music. What can I say? So, oh yeah, I haven't learned Storm yet. Oops. That's silly of me. So, let's see. I think... this is a tough choice. I'm tempted to teach Johann Rockfall because it has a higher damage than... Well, it's actually just more usable than Storm. Purely because it's not resisted as much. But... there's another part of me that's like, oh, maybe teach Rockfall to Aiden. And then do Wind Slash with Johann, because that's the least resisted attack in the entire game. I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably teach Rockfall to Aiden. And then opt for... yeah. I'll do that. This will help throughout the Coliseum, the Nets matches that I have to do. Oh yeah, did I win Venti 3 times yet? I don't think I've done that yet. Wait, I thought I did. Let me see. Wait. Because I have Frost Edge on Krista. Oh, okay. And that 3 times I tried Earth Magic, it was resistant. Oh, no. No, it's literally... it's only in the beginning. It's literally only in the beginning, just to show you. Let's see. So if we pay attention to the Earth element there on the right in between all the elements. So basically, once... here we go. So plants, all plants resist it because they are like Earth-based, right? Anything that is of the nature type. These guys even resist water entirely, right? And then as we keep going, everything else just takes normal damage. Everything. And then, except for Rodents. But Rodents resist fire, thunder, and earth. They take more damage from ice. I should have been using that a little bit more. And they take a lot of damage from holy. But yeah. And then Bright Fairies resist everything except for dark. And then Dark Fairies just take damage from everything. Spiked, was it the Crobs? They take a lot of, they take normal damage from it. They take more damage from thunder and fire. And yeah. And then as for unique foes, the only enemy that resists earth otherwise is just the ogre. And oh, looks like Bloody Bones. I forgot about those guys. But they're similar to the Rodents, so that's another thing. Oh my gosh, I could have been using earth on the Black Knights. I forgot they were... I didn't even remember them. I thought they were weak to holy. Yeah. Oops. And then the golem, but that makes perfect sense why it would resist earth. So, yeah, and then wind is the least resisted element by far. Barely anything resists wind. Yeah. Pretty much almost nothing except the Bright Fairy up to this point that's a normal enemy actually... like, nothing resists wind, except for... and then the only thing that completely resists it is the Griffle. So, like, wind is just 100% one of the most useful elements in the game. Okay. So, let's see how lucky we get. Is Holy only usable? Yes. So, another thing in terms of gameplay balancing that I've been wanting to... that I've been, like, kind of suggesting, kind of like... oh, hey, you know, it would be so cool if, like, it doesn't need to be strong. It doesn't need to be Dark Bolt. It could be, like, as weak as Frost. But what if we gave Lance a holy spell? Like, a single target, little holy spell, not too much damage, but it's useful in these specific instances. And it wouldn't matter that his magic stat is really low because the damage he would do against the enemies weak to it would make up for that, you know? That's one thing I've been suggesting, but so far that is like way down the list. Bugs come first before like other stuff. Oops. So I'm not gonna bet all that much money. because we just gotta win 3 times. I swear I did this, and I got the... Unless I missed the ice rune earlier from chapter 2. That'd be weird though, because maybe I did miss it. I don't remember. Yo, let's go. We win. First win. Okay. Only usable, yeah. Oh, sorry, I already read that. I'm a fool sometimes. Oh, this is good. This is good. Ah, no, okay. Oh, okay, we might win. 50-50. Yo, let's go. One more time. Sounds kind of pointless, but because in that case, he does normal damage, and that's... Except it would play to the top. Yeah, exactly. It's mainly because of the Paladin archetype, and then on top of that, it gives him something unique, because... You know, Krista's unique trait is a lot of her other support spells that only she has access to. Karuka at least can access Bubble as well now that we put another water rune in the game. So that makes Karuka really, like, probably one of the best supports in the game, honestly. Because she can use Bubble for when you don't want to waste too much MP, or she could, you know, buff both at the same time, etc. You know, Aiden has his unique specialty through his, like, speed and everything, and his Dark Bolt. Johan, he's the only one who accesses Bolt for a while, but his Relicas are kind of strong, especially Electric Swirl and what it works against. And then finally, Lance, he doesn't really have anything much going for him besides Lucky Coin. So I was like, okay, what if we gave him, like, a little Holy Spell? And as I've mentioned, like, you know, the enemies that take double damage from it, it would do more damage than his physical attack, unless the only thing you level up is physical. Then, in that case, okay, well, it's a moot point. But otherwise, yeah. Okay, so we have to get so lucky to just win this 3rd time. RNG gods, please. Well, crap, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Oh, wait, he busted. He busted. Wow, 3 times in a row. First try. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh. All right, give me my rune. Let's go! First try. Hey. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Man, I was incredibly lucky there. Do I want to give Frost Edge to Aiden right now, though, is the question. I don't think I need to at the moment, personally. But, I mean, I could. But you know what? I wanna get some monies. And, how much Ethereal do I have, actually? Because everyone's at rank 3. Oh yeah, I need just a little bit more, and then I can boost. Question is who to boost first. I think I would do, like, I'm just so used to using Aiden at this point. Oh, Cameron, you son of a... I'm gonna take a picture. Oh, you son of a gun. I told him not to touch attack power for Krista, because I'm like, yo, let Krista players use bombs. Actually, no, you know what, that might have not been Cameron. No, that wasn't Cameron. That wasn't Cameron. Now that I think about it, the last person I was talking to about that. Like, okay, look. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. My whole shtick about this is that if you want to use bombs only with Krista, which scale off of attack power, you would have to specifically go out of your way to level up her attack power. So you know what? It's not really that big of a deal. Required versus owned should be switched. Yes. It really should be. It should be. What's my favorite moment in the story? I mean, okay, obviously chapter 6, you know the scene, is a specific highlight for me. I really love that scene a lot. I have a naughty idea. I have a very naughty idea. Okay, alright. I need you guys to level with me here. Should I lose purposely? Just get a few more levels. I'm almost considering it. You know, just a wee bit of a grind. I mean, you know. But otherwise, favorite story points, yeah, chapter 6, Aiden and Johan, and then also in chapter 5, Isolde, I hate her a lot. She is so evil, and that's a good thing, because, you know, you need to hate your villains. Villains are so, like, you know, if they are not hateable or lovable or whatever, like, then your villain's just gonna fall flat. Yeah, exactly. Because Isolde, I specifically, I hope they tuned her up as I asked, because I was saying, like, 1, she needs a little more speed, and 2, way more defense. She gets torn apart by physical attack. So if I see myself doing 300 damage with Johan every time I attack, I'm like, no. She's gotta take less. And this is Isolde we're talking about. She is secretly very, very powerful. Like, her power level's over 9,000 secretly, but you don't know that unless you consider you know, like, the fact that you see her at the credits. Like, how the hell has she survived? Right? The gambling is kicking in. Oh man, maybe I'll use that to make some money, but I don't know. I think I'll just fish to get some money. It's a little more reliable. So I have Bastion Tunic on Johan. Am I a little scared? A little. But all we could do with these guys is attack, because they resist nearly every element except for Holy. And that's what we're gonna rely on. Oh wait, you know what I could do? I know a way I could kill them really fast though. Johan's fine, he can stay frozen. See? Told you he's fine. Without some DS magic or whatever. She did deal a death blow to... Yeah. Exactly. Like, Isolde is really freaking scary. But those scenes with her are really, like, awesome to me. Oh, and I actually liked... what was it? Chapter 7, when you get to, you know... When you get there with the other party and you're doing, you know, you're seeing what's happening, the big, like, I'll just do it with my hands, okay? Pay attention. So when this happens, that whole thing happening was just like, wow, like, holy. I was surprised by, like, the parallax scrolling and all of it. It was so cool. As well as, like, what happens before that. Someone gets something they deserve. They really had it coming. A little bit of karma, you know? So I thought that scene was really incredible. I also like all the overhangs. Those are really cool. Chapter you know what? But no, the best scene to me still, like, chapter 6 is great, but chapter 2, when Aiden meets Johan, that scene is still, like, really strong with me, because that's just like that's coming from a place of personal experience for me. So I was really I really like that scene a lot. But yeah, so here's a trick. Rather than waiting, or you could use a dragon skill. You can also just use it. So that's one way to kill these guys instantly. Or you could do this. This is how you quickly kill black goops. Especially if you're going through, if you do not want to use your resources as much, if you don't want to go through potions, if you don't want to go through your health or HP or MP or anything before the next battle, just use bombs, or just use the dragon skill on Krista and end it. This is the fastest way to kill black goops in the game. How did you like Sas? Sasuke Avenger twist in Chapter 6. Oh, I know what you're referring to. It definitely... So, here's the thing. Because I knew, like, what was gonna happen, I just didn't know how it was gonna look. So, because I got to see the script ahead of time. As you know, I'm the script editor for the game. So, I was looking at this, and I'm like, okay, this is a weird scene, but I get it. Like, I see what's going on here. But I need to see it in action, I kept telling Aaron. So when we got to the scene and I saw how Aaron looks towards Aiden and all that stuff, I was like, oh no, don't you do that, you know? So really, it's through the actions of, like, those subtle hints that you get through the motions. Like, Aaron loves subtlety, okay? Like, if you are not watching the characters, seeing their slight movements, anytime they move, everything is actually purposeful. Because he is not one for a lot of dialogue. He hates having everything said very, like, he doesn't want everything to be said so clearly to the reader. He'd rather they both, one, kind of read between the lines of what a person's saying, and two, pay attention to the cutscenes, because there's a lot of hints, a lot of little hints. Like, there's one of the more obvious hints that he uses is between Aiden and Johan. You can always see these small moments that already suggest, oh, Johan's getting more and more attached to Aiden. Just seeing him puts a heart emoji above his head. All those things mean a lot, essentially. He's more of an actions speak louder than words kind of guy. That's how the writer / creator for this game works, Aaron. It's all about the subtle stuff. So when people are asking him that, hey, you know, I didn't understand the ending, make it more clear, do know that is also kind of taking away, like, not in terms of the scenes that were cut out, the scenes that are there and is all you need to truly understand anything in the ending is, you know, like, just know by asking to make things more clear, it will take away from the artistic direction of, like, the cutscenes as well, technically. Because some things are better left unsaid and implied instead. One such a series that does well with that is Mega Man X, believe it or not. Mega Man X, you can infer, like, now, this is one where I'm like, okay, there's a lot you can infer, and it's probably true. It's possibly true. But at the same time, like, that's one where I'd say, okay, maybe it would be nice if they followed up on it as well. Which, you know, game to game they do, but then now we're stuck on X8 where we're like, okay, there's so much to imply, but they never continued this X series. So now we don't know anything anymore, which is unfortunate. But as it went, you were able to imply things from what they said since X1, where X was worried, like, I might have to fight Zero one day. And surely enough, that gets answered in X5. We see it. Even in X4, hey, Zero, one day I might become a Maverick. You're gonna have to be the one to put me down, right? And Zero says, don't be a fool, right? Don't be foolish. And he tells him that because it's like, no, it's not you who'd become the Maverick, it's me. You know, Zero's humbling him. I guess so, but especially the Cloud Miniscape twist was kind of vague. I only thought that because I was familiar with FF7. Yeah, okay, so in terms of that was actually a really good catch on your part. Because I forgot about that scene and my brain went to Xenogears. It was funny because another reviewer that I saw also went to Xenogears with, like, a lot of the stuff. They're like, if you like Xenogears, you'll love this game in terms of its themes, they said. Now, I might have had a little bit of influence. That might have been my fault, I will admit. I might have had an accidental effect on Aaron, subconsciously. Because there's some things where I'm like, would this have happened the exact way it did if I didn't talk about, like, Friedrich Nietzsche and, you know, all this stuff? Like, there's just some things where I'm like, I hope I didn't affect him too much. In which case, like, there's still certain things I knew from the moment I even was on the team. So I already knew he was going to do that little mindscape, but, you know. There's certain things before that had me wondering. Okay, so this is another moment where I'm actually going to toss a bomb just to get rid of some of their numbers. Because bombs are incredible. Please use your bombs. They do not underestimate them. Okay, the guy on top should die in just a bit. I'll just use Wind Slash. It's safe, good damage. But, yeah, I'm trying to think about, was it? Aaron showed me something in regards to that scene. Because as you know, he's still working on stuff. I can't really talk about it, obviously. But there's something really interesting in regards to, something, like, there's something very interesting in regards to a certain scene that was supposed to exist there, and I do hope he remembers to include that, because I think it's very important. But I can't say anything. But I'll just, like, all I'll say is, if you plan on replaying the game, like, you know, just pay attention to the earlier chapters. That's all I'll say. Sorry I have to ask you, I haven't gotten any answer yet, but Cretus's fate, what happened if you... Cretus. You know what, that's a good question, actually. That's something I forgot to ask Aaron. I was so like, yo, what's up with Krista? What's up with these characters? And I totally forgot about Cretus, actually, now that I think about it. Wow, wait a sec. I don't know what Aaron has in store for Cretus now that I think about it, if there is anything. Huh. Because, yeah, they got rid of his power. The power coming from the staff, so that's a good question. Because I'm not actually sure. I hate to say. Huh. Huh. I'm trying to remember if he told me anything on that. Yeah, no, there's 100% you know, like, there's something more. I don't know if he's gonna add more between the boss battle and Aiden and Johan, but you know what? I'm gonna bring that up to him, because honestly, I'm curious about that myself. Yeah, that's a good question. See, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking that too. Like, now that you brought it up, that's my thoughts. That maybe he's just trapped. Like, he's stuck there forever. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I think you hit the nail on the coffin there. Notice I used coffin. So, you know what? Okay, so remember what I said about implications and stuff? About, like, reading between the lines. So let's call this one the karma take, because if you think about what happened to Zalos, right? If you remember what the spirits said and what, you know, was said in the flashbacks and all that stuff, as well as what Pliny said, right? Pliny mentioned, oh, the king of that island or whatever, you know, took his family into the rapture or whatnot, right? So and then he's remained stuck there ever since. He was never able to leave, right? So maybe, because Cretus was playing around with that, maybe that is why he, you know, like he's subjected himself to the same fate. Like, he had a way in and out. They destroyed his staff. Now he has no way in and out. He's stuck inside there forever. And that's, you know, that's maybe karma, because he was playing with, you know, he was playing with dark magic that he shouldn't have been playing with, all out of revenge. And on another note, you know, as we heard about the Rapture, it corrupts you over time. It changes you. Every time he touched the Rapture, he seemed like a different person. Same for Drago. So, if anything, he's probably trapped there for good. And he just got the same fate that, you know, of the very person who used the same power, which he was using the power of. Yeah, now he's stuck without that person even there in the first place. How did the others get out? I would say, yeah, see, that's the thing. So it's like they fought Zelos. My assumption was that Zelos's explosion probably blasted them out. Who knows? Maybe it blasted out Kratos too, and, you know, he's like, maybe he's still alive, but he's probably like, after everything, maybe he would put his ways behind himself. But yeah, that's a really good question. I definitely want to ask about that then. Because, yeah, that's something I'm a little bit curious of myself. So these guys love casting fire, and I cannot do anything to defend against it. The only thing Bubble's going to help me with is this attack, which also does a lot of damage. Give an ether, and you just defend for now. If I get lucky and they physically attack Aiden, yes, he can heal off of the damage. Perfect. Yes, let's go. Awesome. That was really lucky. I was like, okay, I hope this works out. I'll have, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bubble Johan. There's a reason for this. And that's because I just want them to go on complete offense. Yes, 2 crits. That was unplanned, but I like it. Oh, this is working out too good. Johan's attack power is high enough that, like, I can kind of forego magic unless it's, you know, elementally based. Okay. So the next plan is to have Krista bubble herself. It looks like Aiden got attacked enough times. I saw Let's Play Chapter 1 and I was wondering, what did Zach know about the Rapture? Okay, so here's my assumption on that one. So, I don't think he actually knew anything about the Rapture, other than maybe what Drago brought up. You know, Drago probably being like, oh yes, the Rapture, oh, I'm gonna take my son on a holy pilgrimage, and he's gonna become a big boy, he's gonna be the strongest boy ever in the world, and no one can stop him. And, I don't know if Meteor Thrust is gonna work well on these guys, but we'll test it. But I have a feeling, he only knew, like, the basic minimum, that it's just a cool place. But on the other hand, I also have a feeling that, you know, like, I have a feeling that, Zach knew more about, you know, what his dad told him about the Relica weapons. Specifically told Zach, don't tell anyone anything about the Rapture. Yeah, and I mean, it's only because, like I said, he probably knew the bare minimum, but don't forget that the Rapture is also how they seem to refer to just, like, them doing their plan. It's not just a place, but it's also a philosophy, it seems like. You know what? I'm gonna have Johan defend. There we go. Because he has the Bastion Tunic, he'll get a lot of HP back. And you know what? Aiden, you just ether yourself. It's okay if Krista dies. Yikes. I will take a risk. The more we chat, I think the ooh. Yeah, like I said, there's some things in the ending, some cutscenes that we had to forego that would have helped. With certain things in the beginning. Because another thing Aaron likes doing is he likes tying back to the beginning of the story as well. And one place where we see that is with stuff that Aldous has been saying throughout the story. Aldous, anytime Aiden brings up the past, all those past moments about Aldous, Rachel, Isolde, all those things are integral to like some of the other deeper things in the story, and mostly that ties to Credis and that his plans, like how he became what he was, why he did what he did. Why did they try to get Johan in the beginning anyway? I felt like he was kind of the messiah of sorts at times, but then he was also an annoying brat that did die. What? An annoying brat? How? He's literally just turned 18. He still has his young impulses, you know? He's like becoming an adult and learning about the world. And not in the best way. Not in the best way. Oh, from their POV? Oh, I see. So in regards to that, don't forget, part of that was Drago. Drago was like, oh, you know, like I said, you know, there's that sense of pride in his own son. There's actually one thing I can't really talk about. That's for Aaron to talk about instead, in regards to the writing between like Drago and Johan and all that. But in terms of Johan and how they see him, so Credis could care less. Credis is like, I have my my strong wyvern man, you know. Credis had legit feelings for Drago, but still everything is a means to an end for him. So he replaced Drago with Johan, but Drago kept going on to to Credis about, oh yeah, my son's gonna be great, trust me, like he's my blood, he's awesome, he's a badass, like dude, you have no idea how cool this kid's gonna be. Like when he grows up and he's an adult and he's ready, you know, for the rapture and all that stuff, like just watch him, he's gonna be the best. And you know, and Credis probably just going like, sure, okay, right, gotcha. And because, you know, Credis says in chapter 3, he goes like, oh wow, this is what, you know, like he's like, hey, I'm keeping you alive because Drago asked me to, but you know, you're really like pushing your stuff here. But you know, he sees how strong he is. He's like, okay, I see what Drago sees in you, but you know, I don't really care as much. I have what I need, right? So the fact that Johan defeats Drago, he's like, okay, you really are the stronger one, so I guess, you know, I'll use you then, right? But you know, so for Credis, it's a means to an end. Drago saw him as the Messiah, and Drago's not wrong. You know, Drago, like, even if he didn't know his son all that well, his instincts were correct about Johan. Wait, I could lose in the Nets battles. It'll be easier if I do the Nets battles for grinding, because those go a lot faster. These guys are just plain annoying to fight. But yeah, as for everyone else, no, yeah, everyone else was not cued in on Johan, not Naomi, not Rachel. They don't know what the heck a Johan even is, probably. So, you know, they could care less. I hate speed only. Why did I choose to do speed only? I mean, the game is becoming a proper challenge for me. Speed has its advantages, of course, but I don't like having to replace damage I could easily make up for with defense, instead with potions. Like, I'll use potions when I need to, but not like every time. Yeah, literally. Everything is Draco's fault with that. Like, Draco's not a good dad at all. And everything that happens up to this point kind of proves that. But there's a reason behind the writing for that I cannot go into, that only Aaron can talk about. I can only look at the way he wrote the story, and that's about it. So this time... Oh wait, I don't have 2 diamond rings. Okay, well, you know what? No, I'm not... Actually, no. So, I'm doing something crazy this time. This is mainly because I'm not gonna be reviving these guys. So actually, I'll just keep them with the same gear. I'm taking this off so I could die more easily. And yeah, I can keep that. He did indirectly cause his leader's downfall. Yeah, he did. He did. Fierce as a wyvern, but also, you know, maybe, blind as a, I don't know, as a something. Maybe? Oh, I still haven't found the dog. But I should have enough money now for an upgrade. I'm gonna do this. This will make the Golden Knight really easy, at least. Except I'll be using... So here's a funny thing. On the Golden Knight, I'm actually going to use Meteor Thrust instead of Spectral Barrage. And the reason for that is because... Darkness. Meteor Thrust is Dark and Fire element, so it'll be better to use it on the Golden Knight for some extreme damage. Yeah, it was. You know what wasn't bad? I'm sorry. Aaron, I apologize in advance, okay? I apologize in advance. But you know what wasn't badass? But I like it at the same time. It's so dramatic and, you know, all that stuff. And it's just like, a lot of anxiety. It's anxiety disorder, which I think Aiden has. But Aiden passing out. Aiden passing out when he sees Johan being the badass he is. Johan! I'm sorry, Aaron. It's Aiden's most bottom moment ever. It is his most bottom energy moment where Aiden is like, he could not accept that Johan was the top in this instance. I'm just joking. The first time I was gonna say this. Okay, you know what's funny? I literally, that's exactly what I said people would react like to Aiden passing out a second time. Because I was like, look, there's a thing called Rule of 3. And the thing is, when you say something 3 times, you know, it becomes funny eventually, right? So, in Johan's case, in Aiden's case, like, that's not the 3rd time, right? But, you know, by the 2nd time, it's a bit much, him passing out. So, now, you can say, and this is why I say I think Aiden has anxiety disorder. He made this promise to Johan that he would protect him, and, you know, yada yada yada, and, you know, like, he was going to make sure Johan gets through everything a-okay, and then, you know, what happens ends up happening, and etc, right? So, what was it? But, and then you have the Rapture, right? That whole thing, oh, hey, Headshot. Why is it so chunky there in the inventory? Why did this come to... do you like indie JRPGs? Oh, you know what? Let's stop talking about spoilers. We have someone who has never played Beloved Rapture, so let's avoid spoilers for now. Okay, you like indie games? That's why this game's here. This game just came out literally about almost 3 weeks ago now. It released on the 7th of October. This is a game I helped work on as a script editor, project manager, and also gameplay balancer. And, ooh, wait, should I get... this is always a hard choice. I'll come back for it. But, oh, you know what? I forgot to use these. Holy smokes. Okay, I should do that. But yeah, this is Beloved Rapture, which is a JRPG, indie JRPG, that kind of works in, like, you know, it's just to draw back to the old SNES JRPG era. So as you see, it has like a very Super Nintendo-esque look and everything, but one of the bigger selling points with this game is basically that it's a very dark fantasy. Essentially, you'll have a lot of gore here and there, as well as you know, like corruption, you know, like corruption within royalty, really fucked up villains, cultists, and you know, overall just a very dark narrative. You know, it's on the mature side, right? So imagine if Super Nintendo was not, you know, washed over by Nintendo. Oh, it's funny you say that. It is so funny you say that, because guess what Aaron is inspired by? He is actually inspired by Berserk. Yes. How did you know? What made you think that? What made you think that? I need to know right now. How did in just a few seconds you literally just went like, oh, is it like Berserk? Because that's what Aaron is primarily inspired by. 100%. Like, that's the biggest inspiration, followed by Final Fantasy VII. That is funny. How the hell did... How was that the first thing that came out of your brain there? I need to know. I'm a psychology and philosophy enthusiast, so... Oh, Dark Jet. Oh, okay. You know what? If you like that, then yeah. Okay, so there is a Griffith in this game. There is a Griffith in this game. We're not gonna see him yet until I go to the castle. But once you see him, you'll know. you'll know, like, hey, this guy totally is inspired by Griffith. Mostly down to the hair. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay. Do I need any more bait? No, we're good. Okay. Sorry, I just need to do a little fishing. I need some money. Okay. Easy. But otherwise, the gameplay... So, here's the funny thing. I have compared it to the likes of Wild Arms and... Oops. Heck yeah. I've compared it to the likes of Wild Arms and Legend of Dragoon. Not for the attacking part of things. Like, Legend of Dragoon when you defend and you heal HP back. But beyond that element, which can only be done once... yeah, you get the victory theme for the... Yes. When you attack, you gain MP back, which is like... It reminds me of Wild Arms. But guess what? The creator, Aaron, has never played Legend of Dragoon or Wild Arms, which is fascinating to me. I'm like, what the heck? How... Like, not that there's been games that haven't had MP recovery for attacking. That's like, you know, that's in a lot of other things. That's like in Tales of, right? Tales of has that, and he has played Tales of, so I know, okay, that must be the inspiration for that mechanic. But you have these old classic mechanics, you know? And you have a limit break system that doesn't work based on you getting attack, but on you being offensive. So using magic, using attack builds up your Relica gauge, which in turn makes it so that you can perform these powerful moves. However, it's at the cost of a percentage of your MP, rather than like, you know, just, oh, use it and do some big damage, right? So there is some resource management that comes into play. And items are actually very, very handy in this game, because they heal by percentage, which reminded me of Legend of Dragoon, but also technically Tales of does that. So once again, a Tales of inspired mechanic with percentage-based recovery. You get quite a bit of elixirs and golden elixirs, so do not be afraid to use items. We spoil you with items via exploration, and there's a lot of fun little gear here and there, fun little accessories, ways to kind of customize the characters. You also get to level up the character's stats in a kind of point allocation system, so you can kind of customize. I'm doing a challenge run in which I only upgrade speed, which means all of my attack and defense is going to be insanely low, and the only thing I'm going to have to my name is strategy via speed. Let me get a few of these guys, get a few certain fishies. Let's see, and I'm going to sell the other fish I have. I thought this stream was from an ancient elder who programmed the game in the 90s. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, you know, that's kind of in the interest of the developer. You know, he really likes this era. So he wanted it, like, okay, see, it's funny you say that. Old man uses VTuber model. Oh my gosh. So here's the fun. As I mentioned, I was the script editor and or story editor and project manager, as well as gameplay balancer for this game. But more recently, gameplay balancer. I was part of of the game becoming harder in the later chapter as of the more recent updates. But this chapter onwards, in fact. But wait, actually, how much money do I have? Ah, we're good. We're good. We have enough money. But you know what? Might as well use my bait. But yeah, I was mentioning about the actually, I'm gonna lead this guy closer. There we go. Oh, okay. Sorry. I always have to focus to keep my taps very even. I think there's one more over there. Oh, okay, I could get these guys at least. Come here. Come here. Come, little fishy. Oh, I'm not using the right bait. Wait. Let me switch baits. But, yeah, so here's a funny thing. You know, now that you mentioned that the game really looks, you know, as old as it does. So the reason we used RPG Maker 2003, or I shouldn't say the reason the reason Aaron used RPG Maker 2003 is because he wanted to have constraints of some kind. And this game will actually lag sometimes when there's a lot of particles and birds and all sorts of things on screen. And this is because they're using a custom engine that they placed on top of RPG Maker 2003. So that way they could implement custom animations, like 5-frame running animation, as well as some crazy background elements, etc. So in this way, he's pushing, like with the Super Nintendo back in the day, you know how that used to lag. Oh wait, let me get my fishing thing back. But yeah, like how the Super Nintendo would lag, like with Mega Man X and the, you know, its similar games. This one lags similarly to that kind of, you know, thing. Oh, he's not a... Okay, I need the other worms. But I'll just use the fishing exploit. This is a glitch that I asked them to just leave in the game. Do not modify it in any way. Oh! Did Cameron? No! Cameron, you son of a... Okay, I thought he fixed it. I was like, don't. But, yeah, essentially, I've never had a SNES. Oh, okay. So yeah, on the Super Nintendo, there were points where games would lag because the particle limit was being pushed above and beyond. So, essentially, you could see something like that with this game because it's pushing beyond those constraints that are normally even possible with RPG Maker 2003. Now, of course, it's not to emulate lag or whatever, but it's to work within that constraint, similar to how developers used to. Because with a lot of like new RPG Maker games today, you won't really see that because, you know, RPG Maker, like even like XP and beyond can handle a lot of stuff. So, you know, he didn't want to have that. Let's see. Right now, the two main devs, Aaron and Cameron, are talking among each other right now. I'm just seeing what they're saying. That's why I'm like, my eyes are over here, because I'm like, oh, what are they doing there? All right. Let's see. Back in our day, we had to walk hill up both ways to get to the store and get our SNES games, whippersnapper. Oh, wait. I'll take the small one. Or this one. This one's fine, too. The swordfish is way out of reach. I was trying to refresh the room so I'd be able to get the swordfish with the exploit. I don't want to have to buy the frog, but I'm gonna have to buy the frog. I have no choice at this point. More constraints, less item particles, more time spent on few better quality. How many devs? Literally 2. Literally 2 dudes. I had no part in like making the maps or programming or anything like that. Like I said, the only thing I did was I was the second reader to see how things came off, to edit the story, to provide feedback, to provide like, hey, you know, this could be written this way better, or hey, people are not going to react well to this character doing this thing. You know, they're going to think it looks kind of weak or whatever. So, or even just adding more clarity. There was points where I was like, there is no idea. People are going to have no idea what's going on here. Yes, like read between the lines, but not everyone's going to read between the lines. So that was like especially one of my bigger duties. And then project management, which was kind of just managing between both Cameron and Aaron. Aaron's the main dev. He's the guy who did all the maps in the game. And then he had a little help on like 2 of them, but that was from a game designer who left really early in. He's in the credits though as one of the map designers for one of the early maps. And then Cameron, he did. He's the programmer. He did the fishing that you're seeing here. He also programmed the Relica system to work the way it does. The UI, that's all Cameron. As well as certain battles, the arena battles that I was doing earlier. That's all Cameron. Don't sell yourself short. We've been over this. Oh my gosh. Alpha tester equals essential for game development. Yeah, we had more than 10 testers on this game. I was one of them as well. I've played this game 6 times. Well, this is my 6th time, but I've played the game 5 times full. Aaron called the MC in this game. No. The main character is Johan. There's no Aarons in this game. Neither is there a Cameron. There is a Coyoda though. There's a river named after me. There's Coyoda River. He put that in honor of my involvement with the game. Uh-oh. Wait. What is this? Yo. Wait, I gotta take a picture. Yo, that's weird. What's that doing there? That's not supposed to be there. I'm just gonna circle this right now for them. Copy paste. This should not be here. So if you notice, there's a certain item I can't go down to here. Visual glitch. Possibly, was it unable to sell or move down to it, only appearing in the sell menu. This is after selling some fish and instruments. Okay. Oh wait, I was supposed to sell my fish. Oh, also, actually, fun fact. After I sell these, 2 swordfish, the prices were wrong! I needed to take a picture of that. Ah, great. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch another swordfish. Those prices did not reflect the actual sell price. Give me another frog. So, this, any writing that is like this is written by Cameron. Cameron is, he was born and raised in Texas, so, this is how he actually speaks in real life. I got to talk to him twice. Well, he doesn't talk this heavy, right? But he knows how to, and he's given me a demonstration. But these characters are written by him, because he completely understands his own dialect. Bring back any them fishes you's done caught, and I'll pay ya double what damn of the shops will. So, a few characters that have a more rougher dialect are written by Cameron, because he is an expert. You're streaming, so it's not that bad that you didn't screenshot, is it? Wait, what does that mean? I screenshotted it with what is it called? Snipping tool. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a picture of this for them, that the preview sell price can be corrected. Okay, because this sells for $6.50, not $3.20. Well, it's double. Oh wait, sorry. I saw $7.50 the first time. My bad. Everything's fine. Wow. I saw one. That's what happens when you find one thing. You start to look for more, and then all of a sudden you can accidentally mismark something as a glitch when it's not. Oh my gosh. My brain is going too fast now. Speed greater than light. But... Oh, he means you can get a screenshot after the stream. Oh, that is true, but the thing is, I forget really, really fast where things... Like, anytime I've gone back to try and do clips of my streams, I literally, like... I'll look at the time, I'll be like, oh, okay, that was like 1:25-ish or so, right? And then the moment I'm done streaming, I'm like, oh no, where was that? And I'll even write it down, and then like, oh, okay, I'll find it. But, oh, wait, we're out here. We went all this way out here. Let's not leave yet. Let's deal with some side quests. Removing based off one use. Okay, this is from my stream just now. Most current version. Sorry, they're just saying removing this based on one user's report. We're not even sure if they're on the latest version, but I'm clarifying. No, this is the latest version. Oh, okay. I'm not reading that line that they just told me. So, okay. Yeah. See, there's times where they happen to be working on stuff when I happen to be streaming. And I'm like, I'm reading, and I'm like, oh, I need to not read that out loud just in case. Not what it's something else that we have yet to tell the public that we're going to be doing. Is this available on Linux? It should be. It should be. Yeah. Thank you for answering that, Real. Yeah, because Steam Deck is something we were literally pushing our butts on. No joke. We had an incredible tester called Terabyte, and he was so integral to Steam Deck testing because he was like our only Steam Deck user. I think we had one other, but he just kind of disappeared after a moment, like after a while. I didn't know what happened. So essentially, we had to rely on Terabyte, and like, god damn, there were some really, like, the game-breaking glitches were there. We're talking, like, you cannot progress kind of glitches. You know, some people are like, oh, there's game-breaking glitches. There shouldn't be any game-breaking glitches. Like, you should be able to reload the game, try again, and it should be fine. Or, you know, most of the time it was related to active and wait mode. Wait mode is a blight on mankind, in my opinion. I am just testing wait mode purely because I'm trying to see if I can run into any of the glitches that have been reported, but I've just been not able to do that at all. I will see if it happens here, but if it doesn't happen by this battle, I'm just going to assume it's not going to happen. Can you save before this and make a copy of that Are you kidding me right now? Hold up, guys. I should have a save. No, the save should still have that in position. Okay. Oh, man. My duties versus the stream. This is like what's going on in my brain right now. Hold up. I saved not that long ago. I'm just gonna reset. So just give me a quick moment here, guys. I will be quick. You could enjoy the lovely picture right before us. You see you have a few happy little mountains. Okay, we're back. Happy little trees, happy little mountains. I had one bug where the game crashed after the first battle with Lance. I couldn't reproduce it. Maybe it's also because of wait mode. The crash... Did it, like, crash out? Oh, when the fight ended. Okay, that one's not because of wait mode. That was definitely just, like, a random little thing. Okay, so I just need to run back really quickly to Awasha Village, and I need to make a save for Cameron, because he's going to deal with that visual glitch that we just saw. But this probably means I should stay in wait mode because there's only been one report, and we're not even sure if they're on the current version because they did not state. So, yeah. Let me just go to a store, see if that visual glitch appears or not. Crap. Okay, I will try the fishing shop. Maybe it's specific to the fishing shop and the fact that I had a swordfish in there. I hope it stays. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. There we go. Double speed. Luckily, what was it? There's been no glitches related to game speed and battle speed, which has been amazing. So people can, like, play at the highest speeds. Okay, so we need to just catch another fish. Just one. To maybe make that glitch happen. Will you be project manager? Yes. Actually, not even that. If I have the time for it, okay? Oh, I'm on double speed, so this is gonna be really hard. But I will try my best. Let's go. But yeah, so... actually, Aaron wants me to be his co-writer this time. For the... if there's another game. We've talked about it in length. So I would be the second writer, essentially. Helping write, like, certain parts of the game, all that. And I'd be totally down for it, you know? Because, with what we've discussed, it's something I'm very passionate about. So I would not mind lending a hand to that. Also, right before I send the save, if I sell the fish up there under the skull, then the glitch no longer appears. This might be related to having one item present in the row below. Okay, so let me make a save here for Cameron, and then I'll just send that over to him. You could listen to the very lovely Fishing Village music. But yeah, I can tell you this though. What was it? Aaron is gonna have to probably, I'm sure he's gonna have to put a leash on me at some times, because oh, okay, wait, but basically because I'm a philosophy nut. I'm a huge philosophy nut and a huge psychology nut, and I feel philosophy and psychology are very important to the topic matter at hand. So please forgive me if I really do write for the second game, if I have the time within my personal life, because at the same time, I'm going to be entering into a very, very busy field of work. I can't really speak on what that is, but it's going to be hyper busy. And I'm going to be insanely tired, but I will still give Aaron my best. As long as if I am just doing only writing, I will be okay, because I'm always happy to do that. But, oh yeah. Definitely let Aaron know. I mean, I think you're in the Discord. You already let him know about, like, you know, you're able to do like RPG Maker stuff. So he would, I think he would very much appreciate that. But in terms of writing, I get deeply analytical, and I like to really give a lot of depth to like anything. I like to, yeah. So there might, if anything, I would try to opt for a character who might go into the full details, kind of like how Shitan or you know, any character in Xenogears that like goes into those deeper details. He does. Music is too soft? Okay. I'll just turn it up a bit. So I can say this publicly now, but Aaron put out on Twitter a public post. A public poll. I'm interested to know which battle setting people use the most. Active mode is ATB FF7 style, whereas wait mode forces the turns to be 1-to-1 like Pokemon. We may have to remove wait mode permanently due to some unsolvable soft lugs that keep arising. Giznads, aka Cameron, has tried to troubleshoot it, and we can't seem to prevent it 100%. Seems to be an oddity of RPG Maker 2003, and the engine buckling under how much extra code we've added to the default systems. So he put a poll there to take people's votes, to essentially see like what people use. And so far it's kind of skewed towards, with 22 votes currently, 63% used wait mode. But that's like the first mode you could choose. I like to say psychology plays a part in that. When you were given your first option, you think that's an easier mode in terms of difficulty. Yeah, no, trust me, wait mode is really unnecessary. If you start with active mode, I started with active mode when I played. It's really not that bad. I'll give you guys a demonstration. So you already saw how the game... Wait, no, you didn't get to see... Well, I'll show you how active mode works. Especially against this boss. So, the moment I select a character, notice that Krista's ATB no longer increases. So once you do that, the game's paused. That's active mode. You can just pause the game at will when it's the character's turn to act. So if I attack now, I gotta, what was it? It already started on Johan, so I could just press the button again and nothing moves, right? Oh yeah, actually speaking of, this is a wind enemy. Ah, no, he doesn't take any more damage from Earth, does he? But as long as there's an animation playing, you know, the ATB doesn't move, just like Final Fantasy VII. And then as long as I click a button, you know, time will not move. Let it off, time moves, right? But this mode could be very useful for planning out turns. So for instance, I'm actually going to defend, but I'm going to purposely let time run a little bit. So that way, now my turn is always going to be before the Griffles. I basically made it so that I can, like, kind of take my turns in the order that I want, specifically. So, right now my plan is going to be to use a bomb. Because bombs are amazing. Seems more like an unintended feature that may be patched. The game pause it. Yeah, so what happens is on wait mode, me pressing enter is automatically done for me on the very first frame that it's possible. And the reason why this causes such an issue, as I understand it, is essentially the enemy will have, what was it? Like, their animation will play out, and if their turn is at the same exact time as it is another character's turn, it will cause the game to freeze. So Aaron came up with, the first thing that we did, patch 1.06, he came up with an idea. I call it the CPR method. And he said I can explain it this way. Essentially what happens is the ATB, as it comes up, it goes down for a moment, and we give it, we give it a pump, and then it goes up, right? So essentially, as the turn is about to reach its final point on wait mode, so that the enemy that it's taking the turn at the same time as the player, so that it doesn't get stuck trying to activate something that is unavailable, it'll go back 1 and it'll go up 2, essentially. So like if you see how Johan's ATB meter is, imagine it pulls back just for 1 quick second and then it pushes forward, so that way the turns do not align at the same time. And while that works, it still seems like some people were running into it. Now, for me, it never stopped. It never did that again. I've never run into the wait mode issue ever again. So it led me to assume that there's a little bit more to this bug, and that maybe people's updates were not patching correctly. We've actually had a user who literally, there is a file that Steam will not revalidate with verify integrity. For some reason, it will. They had their Windows Defender completely turned off. They had nothing that would prevent it, but yet one file would not fix. They had this rare problem where the file would just not go in. We manually tried to go in and replace it, and for some reason their computer just refuses to have the correct potion item price or something like that. It's really weird. Something completely an issue of their own that we can't do anything about, because we took their files, we tried it ourselves, no luck. So sometimes it seems like some computers just cannot. Wait, their Unicode, their language Unicode was in French. What if? Wait, holy shit! Wait! That's a new element I never considered. So I have been collecting information. I love information. I like to know things, right? And one thing I've noticed is people's antiviruses really hate RPG Maker 2003, right? So when some people have to play the game, they have to turn off their antivirus for the game to download or even re-verify files or update. They have to turn it off, or then they're not going to get those files. But they have all the files, but yet certain things aren't reading correctly. And now I'm realizing, what if it's because their computer is in French? And since the game's in English, it reads certain things a little differently, like the potion prices in that one specific instance. Because I've had an issue with Japanese games I've played, where if you have the English Unicode turned on, it either won't run or you'll have really glitchy text. But I wonder if that's what's causing it. It's probably not a good patch for everyone because people's frame rates differ. That's why Minecraft games tick in FPS. Oh no, you just threw in another factor. You know what? I'm gonna let them know. So, 2 new factors I hate to introduce that I'm realizing might actually be adding to the wait mode issue. Could be FPS. What else? Yeah, FPS. And then for those weird items, sell by price being wrong. user language Unicode. That user we were helping has their language, their computer Unicode in French. Is this consistent across our players with that issue? Sorry, just something I have to consider, right? I can't imagine that the user's language, but it does affect older. So I used to play a lot of Japanese visual novels, and they were all like kind of around that RPG Maker 2003 time. And they all have issues if you're not in the exact language, which is why I'm like, what if though, right? Because there was no other way for them to have, like, we took their files, used it ourselves, and we could not see that. Like, all we have to do is go into the item shop to actually see if this problem exists, because that's where the problem exists for this person, right? So if it doesn't appear there for them, you know. Yeah, there's, what was it? We do have, we had one person who was interested. Oh no, I used Wind Slash, I wasn't paying attention. Trying not to ruin all my code. Oh man. Oh, Aiden's dead. He's dead. Oh my gosh. But it just kind of hit me. Can you test it on stream, just the language change? Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna give that a try. Right after I finish this boss battle, I'm gonna go to the shop. I'm gonna see if potions are free by switching it to French. Because that is the one thing that differs. That's literally it. They don't have any other antiviruses on their computer. And for some reason, their computer was failing to re-verify a file. We sent them the file directly, it still didn't work anyway. So it's what, I can't think of what else. Like, and we took their files, used it on our computers just fine. So they're the one, you know, and you always have to, like, when it comes to bug testing, it's like, what's the difference between my setup and your setup? French healthcare. Okay, sorry. I totally went off on a whole thing. If you guys couldn't tell, I get excited about information, as you know, or like just discoveries and all that. I'm very passionate towards such things. I like learning. I know, and it would be weird, like reading back up Sora, it would be weird that it affects the prices. It would be really weird. But it's not just the price that's there on that text file. That's the problem. Like, it's not just, what is it? The text file that reads those item prices also still has, what is it, English Unicode in there for like listing what's what. So that's why I'm like, just possibly and maybe. I can't say for certain, but it's just a weird feeling that, because I'm like, once again, if I compare my setup or any of our setups with their setup, the only difference between, you know, that user and I is French, because they're on Windows 11, they're on, you know, all the, like, they're doing everything right, you know? It's like, there has to be some one thing that makes it different. Cosmic Ray flipped a bit. Are you talking about Dark Bolt? In France, we have free medicine. Hey, same for Canada, too. Well, I mean, as, you know, it's like free healthcare, but, you know. That's where I was born. I'm gonna put this on Johan. I just have a bad feeling that I'm not gonna get to use my Relica unless I do this. Hey. Oh, he's going for Aiden. Okay, that's fine. Aiden has so much HP, he's fine. Good look. Well, I know, I can see with the other stuff like Japanese too, absolutely, right? 100%. We have one Japanese player, by the way. They're on Twitter, and they were playing the game because they liked the pixel graphics, they said. I asked them, I was like, oh wow, I didn't know we had, you know, someone in Japan who knew about this game. They're like, oh, I really liked the graphics. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you appreciate, like, all the work that was put into the art. Okay, So we're gonna switch the game to, or we're gonna switch my computer to Japanese, but that requires me to close the game. Didn't work is because it got hit by, by cosmic radiation, causing a stack to overflow. I see what you did there. Okay. Okay, so. I need to go to the language setting. All right, not display language. I have the Japan. Oh, add a language. I think that's what. No, wait. Regional format. Where is it? Where is it? Actually, wait a sec. I might be able to just make it specific to the ES. No, I have to change the whole thing. Yeah, actually, I think, who was it? We have multiple German players. In fact, two of our testers were German. So they were fine, it seems like. Oh, I almost just thanked Aaron off stream. He goes, "Oh, thanks for streaming again, by the way. You didn't have to do that." I'm like, "Oh, it's okay, Aaron." I'm like, "Oh, wait, he's not even here. What am I doing?" Wait. I need to switch to French Unicode, but I forgot how to get there on Windows 11. I did on Windows 10. It's a little different for me. Okay, so. Okay. Control panel. Oh, okay. Control panel, clock language. Where's that hiding? I'll just type it in. Clock language. I don't see clock language in region. I see region. I'll just do region. Okay, here we are. I recognize this. So next, region and languages. Where's that hiding? Language for non-Unicode programs. Is that change system locale? Here we go. So I'm gonna switch it to French. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Yeah, there's French Canada, French Belgium. I'll just go with France, based on what I was reading on the computer. Oh, I have to restart my computer. I'm gonna have to test this later then. Darn it. Hey, I'm not hallucinating, my friend. Okay, sorry, I would have to restart. So you know what? I'll set it till later, so that way when I do restart my computer after I'm done streaming, then I'll check for that and see what happens with the sell prices and the buy prices for potions. And it's specifically, you're so deep in troubleshooting game. I troubleshoot everything and anything. I hate to say. Like, I really love just, I don't know, like when there's a glitch or something that happens, I'm like, oh, how do I reproduce it? Same for even like, what is it? My friends will often come to me for help with like, oh, setting up an emulator or something, and I'm like, okay, so let's see what we have here. And I'll just go through like all these different things, explain to them all the options. Yeah. Okay, we've completed all the town quests. I'm telling Aaron, you should join. You know, it's like, okay, you know, yeah, you could thank me for streaming, but you could also join. You could also come here and maybe help answer some questions on stream. You can wait a few minutes? Yeah, but I would have to set up my entire stream again. I don't want to do that. I'm a little bit lazy, yeah? I cannot fathom trying to reproduce bugs without stack traces. Oh, yeah. As weird as it might seem, when it comes to reproducing bugs, I can kind of, or at least maybe it's because it's mostly because it's an RPG maker, I can kind of theorize like what might have caused it. And I also know when it's engine based too, because I know whatever is not RPG Maker based, you know, has to be the engine. So there's times where I've seen like weird little visual bugs. I'm like, oh, okay, this would happen because of such and such, right? Luckily, those seem to be mostly all gone. Great. All right, let's deliver those plumes, and then we'll take on the final arena challenge. Is that? No, it can't be. Are those Griffle's plumes? Wow! Someone really took the job then. You must be really incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. In any case, I, Ruby, the Zythar Crimson, always keep my promises and hold true to my word. I'm just worried you'll No, I won't. When it comes to bugs, I don't forget. So we have 10,000. It costs 6,000 to increase our relicas. Yeah, I want to buy more kimonos, but it can wait. I like to have at least one of those, each of those kimono, because I find them just very useful for little bits of modification to stats. Like, the blue kimono is nice because you get a lot of defense, you get some magic, and you still maintain quite a bit of speed. Which, for the, you know what, for what's coming up, I'm gonna do that. Is there a red light district consisting solely of fish people? No, but this is the slum district. It make no sense. You can walk around anyway. Oh, those two guards. Yeah, no, well, that's because, okay, so for the guards, maybe it leads to the queen's bedroom, eh? The sewers. But yeah, okay, so for these two guards, I'll show you really quickly. So they have different dialogue depending on where you talk to them from. This area is restricted, slummer. So I'm gonna climb back up. Either way, we'll be going to the arena district, so I'll just go around the other way. I mean, the entertainment district. Oh, because they were blue? I mean, that would be kind of hot, but, you know. Businesses come at a snail's pace, but I dare not complain. The Commandant's justice is swift and merciless. The Commandant referring to Isolde, who is an absolute witch. So, now we're gonna go to these guards. So they said, stay away, slummer. So they think we're part of the slums. Now we come from the top. What'd I tell you? Get out of here before we arrest you. It's for the city's own good. The foreign rats have turned this place into a slum. Oh, how can you just lock down an entire neighborhood? But now they think, oh yeah, he's just one of the high-class citizens. They're literally that, like, dolty and dumb. Wait, did I find the three girls that are hiding away? That wanted to play hide and seek? I have not finished hide and seek. Okay. So after we finish the arena, we're gonna finish hide and seek as well. The hardest. Oh, well, that's one of them already. Haha, found me, mister. Looks like you got us all. Oh, well, I just completed it. What do you know? It's a world-building inconsistency. Why isn't access blocked at other points of the street if you go around? Because they're lazy. That's why. They're not really like good guards. I mean, look at what I wrote about them in the bestiary. Most of all of these were written by me. The only ones that were Aaron's is this one and where is it? And the Slither. This one. But everything else was written by me here. But here's what I had to say about the guards. They seem intimidating, but they're only worth as much as their armor, which speaks to their worth as, like, what they're willing to do, their job and everything. They're not gonna do, you know, they're not really gonna give their best. So why would they worry? On the other hand, the spear grunts. Red brings out your A game, they said. They said many things. Oh, don't worry, the enemy's not that hard. The moment you pull out your spear, they'll cower away, they said. Oh, your job's gonna be really easy, they said. Oh, you're gonna get so much money, they said. Oh, Isolde's the greatest, they said. Did I do the bow? Yeah, of course I did the bow minigame. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the pure ethel ring. Exactly, paycheck to paycheck. But at least show a lazy guard on the street. Oh, I'll show you a lazy guard. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Hold my coffee or my tea. I was having tea earlier. Wait, was it this one? Or was it the red one at the other side? This neighborhood's been pretty quiet. Isolde's measures have truly been a gift to restore peace around here. So actually, this is a good example of one guy who thinks, oh, it's all fine here. Look, it's peaceful on my end. What's everyone else talking about? See, Isolde's right. And then if we talk to this guard here, and oh, I know another guard actually. Let's talk to all the guards. But on your best behavior now. So see, he's doing his job, right? There's some people who take their job seriously, but then if we go all the way down here, and we go straight to where you could cross into the slums. We've been adding segregation with this one. It's a class segregation. That is indeed what Isolde is doing. In fact, if you see, if you look at her dialogue, she is very a segregationalist to the max. Because the way she speaks to Johan with the whole Relica weapon stuff. So, wait, where's the south slum that's very connected to the beginning area? Around here somewhere. Oh, here we go, right here. So, this guard was doing his job. Oops. Oops, I don't know why I pressed up accidentally, my finger moved. So look at what he's doing now. He was doing his job earlier, he was blocking the way here, but once you get past this point, he's just sleeping. So yes, there be lazy guards. They're so lazy they can't even remember the first person they saw 5 minutes ago who, ran around just to come from the other side. That is the laziness of Alexandria's guards. And they have a black market right freaking here. You think they care? They probably come down here and they get some goods, they're these kind of goods. I'm just saying. If you're able to have people rumor a black market underneath a bridge, right? How many steps is this? Let's go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They will even have to go 10 steps to really see it, okay? They are that lazy. They could care less that there's a black market. As long as the black market stays down there, they're getting their paycheck. That's all that matters. Oh yeah, everyone say hi to Aaron. Hi, Aaron. I know I told you to come. We were in the middle of talking about the guards. But yes, everyone please take a moment to say hi to Aaron in the chat. Hopefully he stayed around. I know you're busy, but at least give 5 minutes of your time to answer some questions here, if anyone has some questions still. Oh, actually, Real, why don't you ask your question about Credis? Because that's something where I wanted to ask Aaron myself as well, because even I have a little bit of a curiosity about it. And maybe you could mention what you mentioned about Credis, about your theory on it, because I think that sounds about right, what we were kind of discussing. But I wouldn't really know, because even I needed to know. Let's upgrade if we can. Yes, we can. Okay. I'm gonna do... hard choice. Right now, it would be more useful for me to do it with Johan. I'll do that. I'll DM him. It is endgame. Oh, that's true. That's true. That is very true. So keep an eye out for that, Aaron. Most likely right now, Aaron has me on the side at the moment. And okay, I see what's going on. We're doing what I like to call information gathering. Okay, sorry, I just have to save right in front. Save myself some time. It was a brief period for viewers, now it's back to 3, so I have to... Damn it, Aaron, why? Why? Why would you leave? What is getting so good? That's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna purposely lose a few times, just to grind a little. What's going on in the... Ooh. I'm looking at the general chat in the Discord for Beloved Rapture. What is it? So... kind of people talking about, wait mode related stuff. I personally prefer wait mode, especially in the beginning. Like, okay, see, the one time where I would say wait mode is useful is literally just chapter 1, but after that you really don't need it. You really don't. But I've got through chapter 1 several times on active mode. Just mash the enter button, you will be fine. In fact, make sure you're defending. Some people actually don't defend. They forget that defend heals them after they attack at least once. Like, on the first use of defend, you get HP back, and then you have to just attack or use magic to, you know, heal again from defend. Or you can use an item while in the defense stance and you maintain it. But it's sometimes forgotten. Now, given defend does not work against magic, but, big but to that statement, even then there is no magic to work. There's like one enemy that uses magic in the beginning, but they're not that strong, so it almost doesn't matter. Oh, I forgot they do that. But that's okay, because we're not trying to survive. Okay, and then someone Shifty. They stated that they played the entire game in wait mode without and only encountered the freeze bug twice, which speaks to itself. It's really not common. I don't get why people in isekais and JRPG games use rumors for information gathering. Well, rumors are interesting, you know, they make you curious. Or you can use an I imagine using... Well, oh, yeah, no. Okay. So, here's the funny thing. The first 2 chapters, item use is very, very much needed. Even chapter 3. You cannot even get through the beginning of the game without using potions. I mean, you could try, but it'll be very, very difficult. It'll require a hyper-specific strategy, and even then, if you want to win certain boss battles, you have to use items. It is 100%, like, there's optional boss battles that you can win, but you have to use items to get through it. At least one. I've done it with at least one, because I knew what its attacks to expect and what their likelihood is. But that's RNG, so... Oh yeah, on story mode you don't even, okay, on story mode you almost don't need to use items. Literally getting healed after every battle, it makes the game so easy, it's not even funny. Wait, you know what? It's okay if I die, but... I want to at least get a few battles in for the EXP. Hoarder speedrun? So, I mean, I have done a Hoarder speedrun. That was pre-release. My 5th playthrough, I had barely used items because I knew everything in the game. But we made this part harder. We made chapter 4 to 5 and 6 and 7 harder. So, I'm experiencing this for the first time. I've been experiencing the game through others. And seeing how hard the game has become, how much they've been using their items. New players are... I was not supposed to do that. But new players are literally, like, down to 3 potions on their, you know, after the arena. It's been kicking their asses, so there's that. I mean, the game's still... The battles are tough. It's fine, real, you know? But, I'm not kidding when I say getting healed between battles. I kind of miss it, especially from the level ups, but it did make the game very handleable. No, not level 90. Level 200. I'm joking. Okay, I'm done teasing. But otherwise, what was it? When it comes to item usage, yeah, see, the only reason I was racing, you know, the game could be a little harder, right? And then surely enough, there were people in reviews and everything saying, the game could be harder. It barely made me use my items. I was hoarding too much. Yeah, and that's because Chapter 1 gives you this impression, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be fighting for my life every battle. I'm gonna be going through my potions every battle. Chapter 1 is such a paradigm shift for a lot of RPG players because they've never had to use items so much before. So all of a sudden, when they get halfway through the game and they're like, huh, I have like 40 potions, then they're like, oh, this game's not that hard anymore. What the hell was the beginning then? You know, the beginning's the only hard part in the game. And, oh, he has Evade Plus. Okay, so we'll just have to win. But yeah. The better have dealt 30% damage, how it... Oh yeah. My headcanon was that Relica Weapon healed their users after every battle. Yeah! Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, if your defense is high enough, or if your magic is high enough, essentially, you know, you absorb the ethereal of the attack. You know, like, whether it's physical or magical. As long as your defense is super high, or as long as your magic is super high, whichever attack you receive that, you know, goes against that, you'll absorb it as health. Which is why sometimes defending can double heal you, because your defense, your physical defense gets raised that high. Wait, I'm on Aiden's turn. Still has Evade Plus. I'm gonna purposely attack just to get a wee bit of magic back. I'm gonna go for Ascendant Slash so I can just finish this. The kind of person not using gems in Clash of Clans tutorial, I will probably fail 4 times before I start using items. Oh my gosh. Like, the idea behind Aaron, because I came in the midway into Chapter 3. Like, some of Chapter 3 was already made, and I came in midway into that. That's where I started a year ago. And I was fighting for my life. I wanted to post a clip, but I'm still like, well, it's during development, so I'm not sure if it's okay to. But I wanted to post a clip of where I'm telling Aaron, I'm like, you son of a gun, making me use items and telling me, oh, you could just buy more potions. I'm like, sir, potions cost this much amount of money, and I only have this much money, Chapter 1 to 3, with no way to make money, and you're telling me to buy some potions when I could, you know, I was all like that. Yeah, we did 4 chapters in a single year. I mean, it wasn't that bad afterwards. Like, literally all the development... I mean, think about Super Nintendo games back then, you know? This game's only 22 to 26 hours long if you're playing for your first time. Exactly, yeah, I'm glad you asked that as soon as I said it. You know, being that this game is only that long, I mean, think about the SNES JRPGs back then, you know, they were like anywhere from 20 to 40 hours depending on who was making it. Square was putting out 40-hour games. And they were outputting those games every like 1.5 years or so. So, you know, it's the development. Like I said, I got there halfway into Chapter 3. So if we consider the fact that the first 3 chapters was happening over. So here's a funny story. You can find older development if you search for it really hard on YouTube, but what was it? Essentially, Chapter 1 existed for a very long time, for like the last 10 years. Literally 10 years. Now, that was because Aaron did not have a programmer. He only had the RPG Maker 2003 and you know, the skin on his back, etc., however you want to put that statement. And then finally, around like 2017, that's when things really started getting worked on. Same for 2014, was like more stuff being done for the game. So a lot of that happened. 17 hours? What was your game speed? Also, you were on story mode, so that makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. How much quest did you do also? Did you do every single quest? Or did you skip some? I'm just collecting data, don't mind me. Story mode, wait mode, okay, but what was, how much quests? And, what was your game speed? Not your weights, not your weight mode. Like, were you on 1, 2, 3, or 4 for game speed and battle speed? Because every time I played this game, I was on game speed 1 and battle speed 1, because I just wanted to make sure my game was stable throughout. Because it used to be glitchy, but that's been fixed. I am almost considering using... Wait, it's okay if I die. It's okay, because I'm trying to gain EXP. Okay, default speed? Damn. But you skip some quests. Okay, so that makes sense to me. That's okay if she's dead. We're gaining levels. In fact, you know what? We'll throw this battle. I'm just gonna let off the... This is the best part about active mode. This is the best part of active mode. I mean, most people only use running speed, I think, or try to as much as they can. Does game speed increase? No, it doesn't. Music stays the same. It only affects your runnings, like your cutscenes and everything else. It affects all gameplay, and then battle speed increases the battle animations and all that stuff. Wait, it's a game over now? What? Damn it, Cameron! Damn you! Damn you! How dare you! You took away the grind method! No! Oh, you son of a gun. Wait, let me ask if he actually did do that purposely. Question. Is arena mode supposed to game over the player if they get wiped? Damn it, Cameron! I'm asking him right now. I'm like, wait, is this intended now? Is this the thing? Because we had a tester who was like, oh yeah, I was just dying purposely in the arena to get to level 99. Now I am the most powerful in the world. And I was like, oh man, I want to do that. Why didn't I think of that? And, oh, he must have read that and he's like, huh. Fool. I'm about to, yeah, like, I'm about to rain on his parade. Hold my coffee. Gamers when the devs remove an overpowered exploit. Yep. Yep. No joke, like, I remember when I did lose to the final battle of this, I remember I was put back out with full HP and MP, just like they, just like other JRPGs, like Tales of and all that. Well, Tales of, I think they have you down to 1 HP and whatever your MP was, but even then, you know. I used that to grind in Tales of Xillia. It was so good. Especially because, like, in, what was it? If you had the single character, they got all the EXP from the battle. So it's very handy. I swear, if Cameron makes a joke about the way I worded that question, I said, question, is arena mode supposed to game over the player if they get wiped? If he makes some joke about getting wiped, I'm gonna, like, freak out on stream. You have to sleep? Alright, thank you for checking it out. The game's only, $20. So, yeah, when if you ever feel like, hey, I want to play a fun little SNES JRPG, have some nostalgia, then definitely check it out. Thank you for watching, though, and thank you for subbing. I super appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to provide as much information as I did for you. So I have no choice but to win. No exploits here, so I'm just gonna go all out as I need to. Oh yeah, true. You're right. You can't really be nostalgic about it, but it's still, you know, enjoyable. You know, kind of, if anything, dare I say, might be a gateway. You know, might be a gateway to check out SNES JRPGs. That is true. It's definitely not your. You know what? This is more violent and mature than your typical SNES JRPG, but that's because Nintendo had a, you know, their overreaching hand on their policy, especially back then. Now they're like, hey, put all the crazy ass mature games on our Nintendo Switch, and you know, the occasional ones on the Wii, like Mad World. You know, they're part of the cool kids clan. You know, they even allow. They're the only competitor. If they have a version for, like, say with Dynasty Warriors, Warriors Orochi 3, there were certain games, Warriors Orochi 4 I mean, where they would get censored on the PlayStation, but they would be uncensored on the Switch. So Nintendo's like really cool now with that, it seems. But back then they were like, no blood, no you know, no cursing, no references to God, especially Nintendo of America. Yeah, so no references to alcohol. You gotta call it like soda. Chrono Trigger, looking at you. Like, Chrono Trigger is the pinnacle of Nintendo censorship for a JRPG. 100%. Maybe it might not be the pinnacle. There might be another one that's even more egregious. Okay. Let's do Dark Bolt. It's just so powerful. Oh! The damage is so good. Oh, it's so good. Why is it so good? Alright. I am going to Healing Aura. Nintendo was cool, but after all the DMC claims and legal battles... No, I can't forgive them either. I'm done. I am so... Yeah, with their DMCAs, yeah. I think they are overreaching too much. You know what's really funny? I feel this is just, like, somewhat of a little bit of, like, an observation, okay? This is just an observation. Ever since Satoru Iwata left us... I mean, obviously Nintendo has changed, but I think they changed for the worse. Like, let's actually think about this. Satoru Iwata, during, you know, his time, we got the Virtual Console. It was full of stuff. It was full of so much stuff, right? So many games, so many people were like, wow, Nintendo is amazing with preservation. And then they would bring back, you know, older games. To the GBA even back then. You know, there were some ports on the Wii, there were game collections on the Wii. And then the Wii U, you know, it still had Virtual Console, like it didn't have as much, but I can understand why, but it was innovative, right? It was still trying to be innovative, it was trying to be special. But during all this time, the only place that ever got attacked was MU Paradise. That was it. That was the only place that really got attacked. Some fan games suffered a little bit, but that was like a little after the Wii U's era. Or like in between it, I think. And then Iwata leaves us, and then look at what happens in like the last 6 or so years. Like, isn't that kind of sus? Suddenly, it's like Iwata was holding back, you know, was holding them back. He's like, no, don't. Let the people be! Let the people be! They don't matter! You don't need to go after everyone! Just focus on yourselves! Focus on self-improvement! Because if you hear about what Iwata was like from Sakurai, you know, he seems like a very gentle person. You know, he looked like he was and he was interested in psychology, in human psychology. He was interested in what makes people tick. So it felt like
based on the virtual console stuff we saw and all that, like, he felt instead of, you know, taking down competitors, it would be better to outcompete them and provide a good service that outcompetes the competitors, right? Yes, emulation is really superior, but they can still give something good. They could, you know, on the Wii U, they put save states. He was paying attention, it feels like, right? He's like, what do people like? They like these conveniences, right? So suddenly he's gone, and it's like, okay, yeah, the Switch has like some elements, the virtual console that they introduced has like some save states, it has the rewind, that's all great. But they're releasing at such a slow pace. They're charging us up the wazoo for that. And at the same time, they are essentially just not even able to convince other companies to give their IP to release those games. This is why we don't have any Castlevania, like, we don't have any much Castlevania games on the... Do we even have any Castlevania games on this? We don't even have Street Fighter, do we? I think there's like just the Genesis Street Fighter, but Capcom doesn't even care about that one. They don't care about Street Fighter on the Genesis. They put the least work into that. So, you know, so when you look at these elements, it feels like Iwata liked to at least have some kind of a balance where it's like, yes, these games cost a lot, but we want to give you a lot. You know, we want to give you a lot in return, right? But now it just feels like, yes, these games cost a lot. Okay, what else? Oh no, nothing else. It just, everything we do costs a lot now. Like, I don't know. But, you know, that's also all companies today. I know PlayStation has gotten too confident, right? So, suddenly with AAA devs, you know, and it's also happening with, I hate to say it, but it's happening with indie development. Recently, at Effium, he came out and said, like, the indie space has, in shorter terms, has been infiltrated by people who are greedy, who are not doing it for passion. They're specifically turning it into something very capitalistic and very wrong. And it makes me so sad to hear that, because I know it's true. I've seen it. I've seen it from before it was even going to happen. That was with some failed Kickstarters. I was lucky that I did not support certain Kickstarters. I just had a bad feeling coming from some of them. But ever since I started noticing that people were taking money and running on Kickstarter, I started feeling like, uh-oh, something's gonna happen to the indie space. And I hate the fact that I was right about that. It was very annoying that the virtual console was arbitrarily restrained on... Oh, yeah, no, it like, especially, okay, with the 3DS, absolutely. Like, supposedly, I mean, if emulation was able to work on it just fine. The problem was, though, they wanted it to... They had their own little emulator thing that natively ran off the 3DS for the new 3DS, right? But I think people were still able to show, like, hey, look, but we're able to get... I think it was... Which SNES emulator? Was it SNES 9X? No. No, it was BSNES. No. It was SNES 9X. They got SNES 9X working on the 3DS. But I can't remember... Oh! And I remember why. So, if you jailbreak... Oops, I almost leveled up the wrong thing. If you jailbreak your 3DS, you can up the CPU. Well, specifically on the new 3DS. I'm not sure about the old one, but I believe it's possible still. Like, to a degree, you can overclock it slightly, but you will have some crashes in there. So, and this gets activated for some games. What's really weird is it doesn't get used for Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS, which can actually run even a little bit better on the 3DS by using this method. And I have seen this with different, you know, AAA companies where apparently they could easily overpower, you know, they could actually push the system a little bit further and get better frame rates, but they don't, and I don't know why. I get that it's for stability's sake, but even just a few percentage, and, you know, certain things would run better and not have lag. So I wonder why that is. you get game, yeah, but GBA only on the Wii U. Not just that, you could only. Whoa! Wait. Sora, hold that thought. It's worse than that. You can actually get GBA on 3DS if you were a person who got a 3DS the moment it came out. Did you know that? The 3DS actually can run GBA completely fine, and they released the GBA games. Fire Emblem Sacred Stones was given out to what were they called? Nintendo entrepreneurs? Whatever their program was called. If you owned a 3DS early, from day one, or before they decided to put out that thing, you would get Fire Emblem Sacred Stones on GBA, and I think it was another GBA game. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't do GBA games on the 3DS. Maybe that was a mistake. Like, maybe they never intended it, and that's why they just never brought it back again. No! It's fine. It's fine. It's not what I wanted to do, but it's fine. I have all my HP and MP back, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, the 3DS can also do, of course, Super Nintendo if it's the new 3DS, but technically the old one can do it as well. Oh, the Pandora's, the Pandora caps? I mean, they are, Pandora's box itself, right? These guys are actually, hey, I got lucky. These guys are from Chapter 7, technically. Oh, I thought... Oh, right, they're mushrooms. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. So these are just some super early dudes. Stun and freeze was basically gone after this point in the story. It really mattered. Well, you can freeze, which one was it? I think I'll have to look at the bestiary when we get to it, but there is, I think you can freeze the ghosts. Can't stun them. Yeah. And then I'm trying, it is fewer. It definitely is fewer. Though that's what happens in all JRPGs, doesn't it? You know, eventually status effects stop working. Elements, well, elements at least still work somewhat, unless you're fighting, like, big scary boss or something. Wait, did I go into this? Oh, no. Hey, guys, you know what's funny? You know what's really funny? This is when I thought I was able to grind. So, guess what I don't have? I don't have a diamond ring or a spark ring. I have no way to protect against lightning. But I know this battle's doable with, like, pure Relica ring, apparently, after watching a streamer do it, so I think I'll be okay. I just got a Dark Bolt spam, and then spam bombs. This is how you kill the Gold Knight. Just spam bombs with Johann, spam Dark Bolt with Aiden, cast Bubble on everyone that you can. Probably Power Tonics as well. Angel Feather on Aiden if you want more damage. I'm gonna use a Power Tonic on Johann. That will in turn protect him. Uh-oh, who's getting it? Who's getting it? Ah, Krista's dead. That's okay. I stunned one enemy with Johann, froze with Aiden, yeah. I mean, it's nice and easy in the beginning when you're fighting guards. And all we're just gonna do is... So remember what I said, bombs scale off of power, so... Or attack power. Bam, 800. We won't get much damage off of trying to attack him raw. Is your VR... Oh, sorry, that's because of my knee. My bad. Okay. I'll Angel Feather later. Instead, I'm gonna have her do Healing Aura, even though she could die in one hit from his, spinning... Oh. Okay, we got lucky. I will use an Ether on, Aiden. My model tracks completely off of my entire body. It is full body tracking. So, for instance, once I have a character... Okay, so I'm probably glitching out right now, so I'll look at my screen to see what's happening. Where's my... There we go. So, as you see, I can... Let me move my chair out of the way. So, I can kind of like... Let me see if I can get my body in view. It has to track my face too. Okay, so see, now I'm making this pose. And I could kind of just do all sorts of things. I would have to move the camera a little further here. There we go. And I can start kind of walking backwards. Oh, right, the reason you don't see it on here, I'm using Warudo. So I would have to move Warudo backwards. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hey. So, see, I could move my legs around, all that. Kind of lay all over the place. Hello! I'm just gonna be glitching out a bit because the camera's facing upwards against the ceiling. There! Yeah. That's how it works. Okay. Oh, yeah. That, I know, it should have totally been a thing for Johan. I agree. Let's see. We are on Krista. Johan still has the defense up. I'll take advantage of that. I'll have her bubble herself. Aiden's going to use Meteor Thrust. This is Dark Element. Dark and Fire. So it should get a good amount of damage on it. Yep, really good. More bombs from Johan. Actually, wait. I'm gonna waste a turn. Here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this, guys. Okay, got it. Watch this. I'm gonna use the last attack up that I have on Johan. Okay, good. That worked out. That worked out too well. Hey, yo, what's up? Attack up plus send in slash. Hey, let's go. Okay, Saint is useless on this guy, by the way. So I'm actually just going to hold out for a bit. He's Holy Element, so there's no point to using it. Defend with Johan. Any crashes and wait? No! They're not for me. Not for me, at least. Hey, well, welcome back, Nihilo. It's been a while. Where's my bombs? Let's toss more bombs. Oh, look at that damage. And then, Krista, you bubble Johan. We can just keep tossing bombs. This is the most useful enemy to use bombs on. Did you not? Because if you have Aiden outputting Dark Bolts and Johan outputting bombs, you're gonna kill him in no time. This guy has 1200 HP. How many times have we done this already? Added Krista's attack power back. Oh, okay. No, don't touch my bombs! They're mine! Mine! That's right, I remember. Hey, everyone say hi to Cameron. Say hi to Cameron. Thank you for adding the attack power back. I appreciate it so much. Oh my gosh. Don't hurt my bombs. They're so good, and they're only useful in specific instances. Dark goops and the knight. They're not actually that useful on other enemies. I promise you, they're not that useful on other enemies. They're just specifically useful on the knight and the dark goops, because dark goops resist everything. The knight's an asshole. Oops, the dog's barking at something. Like, what else are people supposed to do with these, huh? I think we're gonna put this guy out. No, he's not down yet. We're close. Oh, Krista's bubble ran out. More bombs. Oh yeah, Cameron. Question. So, I think if you can test this, because I have to restart my computer to test it, is weak to splash? Bullshit! Seriously? Wait. Let me have Aiden defend. What the hell is this? What are you talking about? How is he weak to splash? When was that a thing? Holy... Well, okay, that was just 431 plus crit, okay? He's not that weak to it. If he was, I would have known. He's weak to darkness, isn't he? Right? He's unless you're saying it's 150%. I believe that with that damage. No, he's holy. He's holy. Like, yeah, he uses lightning, but his element is holy. That's what it says in the bestiary, unless the bestiary information's wrong. Because that's why I'm not using Saint. Uh-oh. Aiden? Aiden's dead. Wait. You know what? No, I'll revive him. Lance's father? I can almost see that. Oh, lightning holy, but okay. But, can you test something for me? Remember that person who had the potions that they were able to buy for free, but they couldn't sell it or something? Put your computer in French Unicode. Like, change the system locale to French. And see if that happens for you. Because I thought about it, and it was the only thing that was different between our computer and their computer. Because we tested their files, it did not happen on our side. But yet, for some reason, it still happens for them. Even when you sent your files over. So, I think it has something to do with French system locale not reading correctly for the game. I know it's weird that it only affects potions, though. It doesn't make sense that it would only affect the one thing, but it's... I can't think of anything else at this point. I'm out of options for why that can happen. And it's the only one that makes the most sense at this point, as ridiculous as it may be. Okay, so I got lucky. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna go for bomb. He should be dead soon. Oh, that was it. But yeah, that's the one thing that came in mind for that, but I can't test it right now because I have to restart the computer to do so, which means to restart my stream, and I cannot do that at the moment because I'd have to set this all up again. So oh wait, I might have an excuse. I have to okay, you know what? No, I have an excuse now, so I'm gonna test it myself. We're gonna both test this, but now that I finished this, it's what is it? No, it's more than that. Shoot. Okay, I have to do a little business. I have to do some IRL and check on my neighbor's dogs, and then I will be back. So I'll use that moment to restart my PC. Oh no, I mean, you what? You think I can't read French? I'm Canadian. Okay, well no. While I did actually learn French as my first, or my second language, on the side of Spanish. I learned Spanish a lot better than French, unfortunately, but I know that's French. Let me... Now I'm doubting myself, though, so I'm gonna go and check. Where was that bug? It was bug in first shop? No, it wasn't that one. Oh, wait, was it Lund who had that issue? It was Lund. Okay. So, if I look at their screenshot... No, that is French. I can read that. Le paref Windows Defender utilise pas les paramètres recommandés pour protéger votre ordinateur. My French is very bad, but I still know how to at least read and understand a little bit. A little bit. I cannot. No, I can't. But I understand a little of what I'm reading. Okay. As a non-speaker? Yeah, no. My speaking's bad compared to my Spanish, Japanese, and German. Those are the languages I'm far more inept with. So, as I said, I need to step away, check on my neighbor's dogs, and if I have to restart my computer, that means I have to stop the stream too. So I could stop here. We did a lot of arena. Whoops. I was on wait mode earlier, all the way up to the Griffle, and I encountered no issues. I went back to active mode because the bosses that most people had issue with in terms of wait mode were those. I could have tested that in the arena, but otherwise, I just can't run into the issue as much as others do. It's very difficult for me. Oh, wait. One more thing. Cameron. Don't leave yet. FPS. I think another issue that is that I think Riol brought up, if not, maybe it was Sora. I'd have to scroll back and see. But it was brought up that people might have different screen refresh rates. Someone might have 144 for all we know. Someone might have a 90 refresh rate on their monitor. Someone might have a 200, I forgot what the usual number was, but over 200 refresh rate. Ask about refresh rates as well. For people who still run into it, ask about their computer refresh rate. I think that has a problem. I think that is somehow causing it. Because I know I've seen that happen for some other games where refresh rate can screw with games. That's another element I did not consider. But I will be back, maybe? Should I continue streaming, or should we just stop here? Because we did do like 3 hours. I think that's pretty good. I also want to draw today. Maybe if I come back, maybe it'll be to draw. How about that? Art stream? First art stream ever on my channel? But otherwise, yeah, I could stop here, but if people want more Beloved Rapture, I'll stream more Beloved Rapture. Ooh, my arms are glitching out. Oof. That's me stretching. I'm doing some anime chibi arm wavies. Actually, in the meantime, before I stop, I will upgrade. Actually, let's get Cosmos first and see how much money we have left. Alright, see you around. Okay, so no more Beloved Rapture then? Otherwise, yeah, maybe I'll just art stream like I said or something. Oh, I need another Black Skull. Okay, I'll probably do that off screen. Alright guys, thank you for coming around, and if I restream, it'll either be Beloved Rapture, depending on if Cameron wants me to test more stuff, and if not, then maybe it'll be an art stream for all I know. But I bid all of you to have a good day, and see you around. Ha